Well, hello again. So day 3 from the Directions in The Hague. This time with Goose, who was also attending not only a lot of sessions, but you also had a lot of sessions yourself. Yeah. So we'll talk about that in a minute. I think it was a great day again today with a keynote that was touching on artificial intelligence. And what I found particularly interesting was the closing where Marco Perisic was saying, well, probably artificial intelligence is not already built in and you're probably not already working with that concept. But if that is the future, then you have to prepare for the future. And the future certainly doesn't sit in a Windows 32 client of NAV, and certainly doesn't sit with Seaside as a programming environment. So you have to first do the step to upgrade on both of those things, and then you can start to think about the future. So I think that was a little reminder how important it is. I also liked the panel discussion.
Yeah, sure.
Where they talked about this whole concept that it's not about technology that really disrupts our business. It's more the buying behavior and the mindset, so that customers are much more informed, and we see that in other industries like Airbnb and the hotel industry. It's not technology enables it, but the real thing is that the buying process is what disrupts now our business. And interestingly, I remember one of those quotes from, I think it was George, who basically then said, well, and interestingly, we still sell ERP projects like we did probably 15 years back. And so I think that was also a good discussion that was kicked out there.
I would say the only thing, maybe that's for Vienna next year, sorry for my voice, let's say that I talked a lot, is that they should have somebody from QBS, right? Next year in the panel, but okay, we can work on that. Yeah.
But what's your overall impression about Directions, Goose?
So, excited, but it feels like a family, right? It's always. I came just running from another session, so I'm still warmed up on that. Of course, there's a lot of people interested in products. There's developers and consultants, so a lot of it is about products. I would say the platform message is good. It's stable. I made a joke to say, luckily they didn't change brands for the last 6 months, so that's good, right? After all the things we had. And of course, there's a lot of concerns on ISV solutions. So I agree with your point that Marco says, the reason that we do is not to tease the partners, but it has a goal. Yeah. I would say maybe you should have done it on day 1. Right? Now it's understandable for people. If you want to stay, it's not because Microsoft want to hurt you or whatever. It's the only way to benefit from the next wave. Right? Yeah. And I think it was an impressive story about AI.
Yeah. And in terms of partner strategy, was there, what was your key learning or key takeaways that you took from the conference? Okay, if you were a partner.
So I think I was in a tough discussion with James Crowther. There was a LinkedIn discussion with blogs, ended up in a full room, fully booked, about customization. And Dutch people were brave, so this idiot wrote a blog saying customization is the end of the Holy Grail. So I got a lot of developers and we had a good discussion on how to use it. Do you still want to use it to customize for a customer, or are you using the flexibility to make better add-ons? And one of the things I took out of that thing was how important it is to train your people to stay up to date, especially now with so many changes, so many products. And James Crowther, who was my counterpart in the panel discussion, he said in his company, 120 people in the UK, they get 1 day off unbillable per 2 weeks, so half a day per week, to stay current, right? To learn, to discuss. And I think he takes less billable hours, but he invests in doing that in a better future. I think that was a very good thing.
Okay. Yeah. Any other highlights that you would do in the end of the conference in terms of what you took away?
So striking for me was the session from Cecilia talking about readiness, where she said, you can see it on my note, she said, inspiring change is a skill that partners need to master. Well, I happen to be enthusiastic about inspiring, and I just came out of a session about organizational change, but I feel that a lot of the challenges and pitfalls that partners have today could be smaller or maybe even taken away if we really get customers on the top level engaged, and if we are thinking about future with processes and not, let's say, rebuilding the legacy with customization. So that was my biggest thing, I think. Yeah.
Interesting. Good. Yeah. Well, so as you can see, real interesting conference, lots of content, I think a lot of learnings as well. You will surely get the opportunity to read more about it in our business reports. You will contribute to that, I will contribute to that, so you will get that all documented. So thanks for watching, and
if I could, I would add one thing. If you for yourself, not just developer or consultant, but if you're a business owner, please take also half a day out of your agenda. At least you have time to read our report, right? I think that's important.
That's a good one. Yeah, so with that, thanks for watching, and have a great rest of the week, and we surely get back to you.
See you. Bye-bye.